everyone. Right, I'm going to show you something now that I've just finished, and I was going to save it till the end of the month, but then I've changed my mind because I think it's a fabulous, fabulous, pretty little thing that you lot can play about with now. If you're stuck for ideas or anything like that, you couldn't get anything as simple as this. You could actually, but you know what I mean. So what I've done is I first made, it's more like a Chinese flip-flop. And that's the Chinese flip-flop. And it's so easy to make, it's unbelievable. And to be honest, we used to make these. We used to make our own flip-flop, house flip-flops, when we were kids. And like I say, lots of things are coming back to me since Diana put her videos up. And I'm thinking, yeah, we used to do this, and yeah, we used to do that. So you can do the shape, whatever shape you want. I'm just going to show you what I've come up with. So this is the little flip-flop, using some gorgeous material for there. And like I say, you do the shape you want. I then came up and did this one, which I've not coloured or anything. It is hand stitched with a sole on, and like you say, this is the flower that I've put on this one with the trim. And then I thought, oh well, might as well go the whole hog, and we've come up with this one now. So it is smaller than that one, as you can see. I did shape it differently, but you can do them any shape you want, and they are so simple to make. This is all pearled around here. Got some bling trim on here. This is made with card this time to stiffen up rather. I mean, that one's fine because that's holding its own. That one's a little bit floppy. I'm going to sort that one out because I don't like it like that. I need it to stand up more. So that's that one. And then, like I say, this is nice and firm and can be used. Not used, you know, given as a tag. You could give that as a tag, whatever you want to do. I just think they're so cute. And you can do them any size. You can do them miniature. No problem. Make your own slippers, you know, for your projects. So, I'm going to talk you through the process. But if you want a tutorial, please let me know. And I'm more than willing to do one. And I will probably do this one for you because it is so pretty. And there's more to it than that one, to be honest. So, and I'll show you how to do this. So there you go. Now, what you need, or what you do is you draw your shape. Now, all I did for mine, I took a piece of card, because it's easy if you need a three symmetrical shape. Fold your card in half, roughly drew the shape of the shoe that I wanted, the sole, and then I cut that out. So I ended up with that. I think it's exactly the same one, yeah. And then what you need is another one the size of the shoe itself, and then one you cut round it again. You got the same shape, but you get the sole. Now, when you've done that, you glue on to the widest part, the biggest piece, the top piece. You glue on your fabric. Now, all I use is this water and glue, PVA glue mix, and it's half and half. Glue it on, and then I did use my, when I can find, oh here it is, my roller. I did use that to smooth it out so there's no creases on it whatsoever. When you put in this on, you don't need tons of it. Brush it in, and so it's just, you know, there's no streaks in it at all. And then put your material on, and then roll it out. Do it both ways. First do it on the top, and then turn it over and do it on the bottom section, just so it grips it really tight. And within minutes you can start to work with it. What you do then is, just say your fabric's laid over that. I'll just show you with this. Say I've got my fabric on there, and it's sticking out that much. You need to cut 1/2 inch around the shoe. The material side of it, I mean. So cut that around. And then, because it's glued on, it's not going to go anywhere. And then what you do is, you take a style, you take something sharp, and you do need something sharp. Pop that onto a cushion or something. This is just foam I've put together. And then you mark out where you want your stitching. Okay? And you do that equally all the way around. When you've done that, take your needle and thread, start from the bottom and stitch, and just do the running stitch in the holes that you've done. And I know you miss one, and then, you know, you do a stitch, then miss one, and then do a stitch. Carry on doing that till you've got round back to the beginning. And then what you do is, in order to do the pearl one, this one, I have to say, you just take the needle, I'll just show you. You take the needle and you pop it in, and you just do that under each stitch, and you end up with that kind of a marking. But with this one, you need to add the pearl. So where you've got the gap and you've not put a stitch, make sure the needle goes up through the base, and then put your pearl on the needle and then back down into the next stitch, and you'll end up with little pearls all the way around. I mean, you could always go back and do the others again in between, so you've got all pearls. I just think that's quite pretty. Then what you do, when you stitch that on, then you need to pop on your strap. And again, all you do is you take the flip-flop, you'll pop the flip-flop onto something like this, take your knife, and you do one slit. Just, if you can see this, mine's there, so it's well away from the stitching, but on this one it's a little bit closer because it was a smaller shoe. So choose where you want to do the slit, pop the slit in, make sure it's long enough, wide enough to pop in the strap. This was easy, it was material pulled through, this was harder. But just thread that, put your slit in, wide enough for your material, and then put the slit in the side of the feet where you want that, like I've done mine there. Take whatever it is you're going to use to go in. I mean, you could put this bling in, you know, have a blingy shoe. Thread it through, and what you do is underneath, when it's come through, you leave about 1/2 inch and glue it down. Now, if you've got, I can't show because I've covered them all up, but this, from that piece went through, and then I glued it to the left, or to the right, whichever side I was doing, and then same with that one. So they're spread, they're apart, they're not together. And then you do exactly the same with this section here. So you just slit it where you want it, and then you pop the material in, and then you glue it inwards, and keep them as flat as you can. And then you can start and decorate your shoe. What I would advise you to do is, in the front here, you need to glue the two pieces together here. About 1/2 inch, glue it just so that it helps it stand up away from the shoe itself. And I don't know if you can see that, what I've done. I've glued these two here together to give it a bit of profile. And then you can start and bling it up however you want. Now you could, if you're using it as a tag, attach some lace to the outside before you put the sole on. You know, if you're using it as a tag or whatever, just put your lace on all the way around the edge and then pop your sole on. And there you have a gorgeous, gorgeous shoe. I just think it's brilliant. Very cute. And you could just decorate so many of them, give them out as tags. You see, ladies, lots of nice things that you can do, and you've probably sat there before thinking, oh, I can't do that. There's nothing more simple. You want a tutorial, you let me know, and I will come back and show you how to make this particular shoe. Thanks for watching. I'll speak to you soon.